This is the latest letter from Alistair Burt, Department of Health, Social Care Minister. Dear Eileen, thank you for your further correspondence of 8th of June about care services. I note your ongoing concerns. However, I am afraid there is little I can add to my previous reply, reference PO 102-8607, which addressed the matters of the Public Interest Disclosure Act, care homes managed by Bupa and the death of Cedric Skyers. Further to that reply, I would like to assure you that we want to create a culture in adult social care sector where staff feel able to raise concerns and where those concerns are acted on without reprisal. Since 2003, the department has funded a whistleblowing helpline offering free, independent and confidential advice to staff in the health and care sector. In March 2014, the Whistleblowing Helpline published revised guidance for staff and employees in the NHS and in adult social care sectors. Under the current system, all regulated health and social care professionals have a professional duty to raise concerns. Each respective regulatory body has standards and codes of conduct that professionals must meet in order to remain on their respective registers. I hope this is helpful. I'm afraid it's not. This is my reply. 14th of July 2016. Dear Mr. Burt, thank you for your letter of July 4th in response to my letter of June 8th. Firstly, you refer to the whistleblowing helpline funded by the Health Department set up in 2003. In light of the evidence given to Robert Francis QC and the thousands of whistleblowers who have contacted us, the above helpline is completely ineffective and a waste of taxpayers' money. I note that you've not responded to my points on Des Kelly OBE's actions regarding abuse of the elderly in the Bupa 7 case, which was the first case ever heard under the Public Interest Disclosure Act. I would draw your attention to the following video, Dear Des, tribute to Des Kelly on retirement. This video is an accolade to Des Kelly and features both David Behan and Andria Sutcliffe of the CQC, with other leading people in the care sector, all paying tribute to a man who has been proved to be directly involved in covering up abuse and in allowing an abuser access to vulnerable people, and who stood by when whistleblowers were assaulted and forced from their jobs. Copious factual evidence has been in the public domain for many years, and more will be published shortly. If you believe that simply ringing a helpline stops abuse, then look no further than the Bupa 7 case and Des Kelly to see the accountability available. As to staff having a professional duty to raise concerns, the reality is that those raising concerns are forced from their jobs for whistleblowing, so the point you raise about staff being removed from a register is the least of their concerns. Meanwhile, those who caused or covered up the harm continue to harm future whistleblowers and are never held to account for their actions. You assured me that you want to change the culture, but to do this, you have to change the reality, and that reality can only be changed by Edna's Law. Meanwhile, I want an inquiry into the CQC's public statement on Des Kelly, because stopping abuse should start with not taking advice from or paying tribute to a known abuser. I am aware of your recent resignation as a minister and would still request your response to this ongoing correspondence. I am sending a copy also to your successor for action. So that's the latest letter. The latest thing that we're going to be doing is we've taken down the thousands of documents from the Bupa 7 files, and we're going to be publishing bit by bit all of the evidence against Des Kelly, all of the evidence that was available to the courts and the judges and to anybody who really wanted to know what this man stood for. So it's not my opinion. I've always based what I say on hard facts and hard evidence, and shame on all of those people who harboured Des Kelly, because the truth is going to out